What's up, guys? Welcome to the Weekly Warehouse. Pay attention because we've got a lot going on this week in the warehouse, and we'll start over here. Okay, so over here we have some new Halo stuff from Innova. We'll start off right here with the Hooligan Hawkeye. And if you've never thrown a Hawkeye, it's kind of like, it's an understable fairway driver, but I would imagine in this Halo plastic, everything gets a little beefier. So this is probably a really nice, dead straight fairway. The feeling of it kind of gives me the idea of like the old S-Line FDs from Innova, the Innova made S-Line FDs, and I like that. Whenever I feel it, it kind of feels, I've got one in my bag and it feels kind of similar to that, so I feel like if I were to lose that FD, this would be a good replacement for that. Otherwise, it just feels like a great dead straight fairway. This plastic feels incredible, some of the best feeling star plastic from Innova in a while, so I'm very excited about that, and they look incredible. And then right here, we also have the Halo Charger, the Greg Barsby Tour Series. And these, again, they also look incredible. We'll get some different colors in here. Some purple. Oh, here we go, my favorite. The black ones right here. Yeah, that's sick. But the Charger, if you don't know, is a 13 speed. It's a 13.5 -1.2 is what the flight numbers claim. And I can see that it's definitely faster than a Destroyer. Definitely has some more speed than a Destroyer. I think what this disc is meant to be, which is really cool, is it's supposed to be that overstable strike that everybody wants. And so stability-wise, it lies right between a Destroyer and a strike. But I know a lot of people love the strike, but they're always on the lookout for stable strikes. And that's what I think these are supposed to be. And in this Halo plastic, they're gonna be beef, I think. So this is just a fast, overstable disc. I would say it's probably Innova's closest thing to a nuke, and you get it in Halo plastic. So this might be a really sick disc to check out.
Yo, what's up, everybody? We are here. We got some DGA Tour Series. First up, Cole Redalin, however you say it, Pipeline. It's a Pipeline. The Pipeline is an 8502. I think it's a little bit more understable than the flight numbers actually claim, but with this plastic, it's kind of like I think it's their Proline Swirl. It might be a little bit more overstable, so just keep that in mind. Next up, we've got the Hurricane, Andrew Marley Hurricane. This feels really good. I know Trevor used to bag one. I don't know if Trevor bags one still, but gotta love the Hurricane, good staple from DGA. And then if you want a little bit more stability, we've got the Hypercane, the Austin Hannum Hypercane, and this will be a little bit more overstable than the Hurricane. So next up, we have the Noah Metzma Quake. This is a nice Buzz OS type disc. It's in this nice plastic though. These are board flat as well. I don't know if they all come board flat, but this one's board flat if you're looking for a board flat one. Finally, we've got the Katrina Allen Sail. Boom. These are particularly very nice swirls. Robbie C actually throws one all over the place. He really enjoys it. Nice understable fairway driver slot for you. Very, very nice plastic, and yeah, pretty cool stamps as well. Katrina Allen Sail. If you want to pick up any of these and check them out, you can go to foundationdisc.com. They're dropping at 5 p.m., so get there before they sell out. We don't have too many of these.
Okay, and now we're over here in what always ends up being some of the most exciting discs. We are in the MVP section, and first of all, we're gonna look at the Streamline Stabilizer, now in Electron plastic. Now, if you don't know, that is a baseline plastic. The Stabilizer is a really nice kind of harp type disc where it's a overstable approach putter disc. As you can tell by there, it's very flat, and yeah, they're pretty stable. And they now have it in their special edition Electron plastic, and it's really grippy, feels really nice. I like baseline approach discs and putters because I think that they feel better for that type of shot, especially if you're going fan grip. They're a little grippier, and then also as they beat in, they'll become a little straighter, which means that you just get to know this disc really well, and you get to wear it in and get it to kind of adapt to your play. And then, hey, you know what? You can beat this one into a little bit straighter one, and then get yourself a premium plastic stabilizer that will stay straight or stay overstable, and then you got two really great slots with the same disc. Okay, and then we have over here the James Conrad Plasma Zenith. So the Zenith has been around for a little bit, but now they have it in this awesome plasma plastic. Plasma plastic always looks incredible. It's just got these really cool swirls. Let me grab one with a little bit more color so you can see the swirls a little bit more. Okay, so you can see here that sometimes it has these really cool swirls in it. This plastic is honestly a little bit, it's like a waxier TI plastic, titanium plastic from Discraft. So it has that really nice, like kind of shimmery look to it. I also feel like plasma plastic can tend to be more overstable, is what I've heard. I know that Hunter has a plasma photon that he has in his bag that's more overstable than a regular photon. So the Zenith is a really cool distance driver. It's an 11 speed, 11.5 negative 0.52. So kind of in that almost kind of Wraith slot where it's an overstable 11 speed. Now in this plasma plastic, it's going to be probably even more overstable. And we've got this really cool stamp of James Conrad climbing a boulder, which is pretty sick. Yeah, so check out the Zenith for sure. Now we're getting to the one that I'm the most excited about. I've been throwing a Photon Hex for a little while because they had MVP open Photon Hexes, and that was the first Hex that I got my hands on. And oh my gosh, they feel so good, and they fly more overstable than regular Hexes. So we finally have some more Photon Hexes with a way cooler stamp on it than the one I have, and I'm gonna have to pick up one of these, unfortunately, because I don't want to spend money on it, but I mean, you can't not spend money on this disc. But look at the rim. The rim has these really cool swirls in it, and then you've got that Photon. Photon is some of my favorite plastic from them because I really like the feel of baseline plastic, and it means the flight plate has a little bit of that baseline feel to it while still having premium plastic performance, which I think is really cool. And so this stamp is just, I mean, absolutely ridiculous. There's so much going on, and it is just a piece of artwork. And the colors that we have in these, I mean, the swirly rims that MVP does is just absolutely crazy, or that Axiom does, I should say. Yeah, so we've got just an endless amount of crazy looking discs in here. So you can go ahead and go check these out. These are live on the site right now, and that's if I didn't already buy all of them. So go check and see so you can get yourself one.
All right, brand new. We've got Hooligan discs. First time carrying on the site. Hooligan disc, made by Lone Star, if you didn't know. So just a little fun fact for you. We've got the Hooligan discs Yeet 12.5 negative 1.3. I actually used to bag this, and it was great. It was wonderful. It was like a destroyer, and it flew amazing. This is much like the Bravo plastic from Lone Star. Feels really good, almost like an ESP, but a little bit more gummy ESP, a little bit more tacky. So Hooligan disc Yeet. We also have the thread. You're gonna need this disc, okay? Slightly understable, pretty straight. The thread's a great one to have in the bag. 9.5 negative 1.1. Pretty sick swirls. We also, if you're a dyer out there, disc dyer, we've got some white ones as well. Let me get these out of here. Look, that one's slightly yellow. Boom, white one. Boom, white one. Wonder Bread, white thread. You need it. Come on. Hooligan disc thread. Pick one up.
Okie dokie, so we're over here near Mint's disc, and if you don't know, Mint's plastic is made by Streamline, which is some of the best feeling plastic in the entire world. We'll show you right here. First of all, they've got these really cool special stamps going on right now, the alt stamps as we're calling them. The Grackle alt stamp is just the head of the normal stamp. Very cool. It's very like angsty. And you know, this one's got Wonder Bread in his eyes, which is very exciting. But some of these are just really like mysterious looking. Like, look at that with the gold eyes. I just think that these are really cool. I like clean, nice stamp, and that's exactly what this is. The Grackle is also an incredible disc. It's a 7.5 negative 1.2 is what they say for this. So it's a really nice straight to slightly overstable fairway driver. The way that I've seen it fly is a little bit more straight whenever people throw it, and it's just reliable, and it's in this incredible plastic that feels so good. Really great feel to it. And if you want a little step up from the Grackle speed-wise, we've got the Diamondback. The Diamondback is a 9-speed, and it's a 9.5 negative 2.2, so you might get a little bit more variation in the flight, meaning left or right movement, but it's just a little bit of a step up speed-wise from the Grackle. And this alt stamp is very cool. The Diamondback Snake is what's on here with this like cool ninja guy with a samurai sword jumping out of there. Very cool stamp. It makes me feel like whatever movie this is, I want to watch it. And yeah, it's just a really nice clean stamp that's also very exciting to look at, which I think is really cool. They're doing a great job with these. Now, Moving on to one of the coolest discs that I have seen in my little ginger life is the Phoenix. Look at this disc right here. We've got the sparkles in the plastic and this awesome Phoenix in the middle. I mean, it's just so clean. I love a disc that's kind of ambiguous, like, oh, what is that? Because there's no words on it. Well, that's what these all do for me, because they're like kind of confusing because you take them out of your bag and people are like, what is that? And you're like, I'm cooler than you. That's what it is. And the Phoenix is one of those discs. The Phoenix has been described to me as, well, it's like an overstable fairway. So it's kind of Firebirdy is what I've heard. It's kind of like a Firebird. It makes sense. It's called a Phoenix. But it feels incredible. It feels like exactly what I'd want that disc to feel like. Definitely feels pretty similar to a Firebird. But this plastic feels incredible. It looks incredible. It really is just one of the coolest discs I've seen. And all of them are like that.
Okay, Lone Star, baby. Hook 'em. Texas. Here we go. All right, so I'm just going to give you a kind of overview of all the Lone Star we have in stock. We have a lot. So first up, we've got the Bowie. Next, we got the Bull Snake. Really interesting putter if you've never seen it. 3204. Next up, we've got the Curl. We've also got it in glow plastic as well. So there's that. Dome, 8.6, -3.1, understable. Probably like the Sail. Probably very similar to the Sail. The Dose X. I've heard a lot of good things about this one. This is 8.4, -1.2. We've got the Guadalupe. I don't know, I just love saying that word, Guadalupe. I think it's a fish. 7.6, -2.2. Next up, we got the Harpoon. This is like a zone-ish disc, zone-esque disc. We've also got this, or this is the glow one, but I just want to test out the glow on camera for you guys. Woo, woo-wee. Look at that. I mean, this thing glows. This plastic, it glows. All right, next up we got the Jackrabbit. Very overstable throwing putter, baseline, plastic. The Lariat, whatever you want to call it. 9.5, -1.1. Pretty shallow in the hand. Probably a very good forehand, like straight flip up forehand disc. The Mockingbird. All right, this Hunter's been loving this disc. The Mockingbird. All right, next up we got the Mac Daddy of them all. Tombstone 13.404. This thing is beefcakes. Okay, you want this thing to, I mean, this is like a look at this. Look at that rim. Okay. Super overstable if you're ever in a tight pinch. Next up, we got the Walker, very Justice vibes. I mean, you can just see by that flight plate that this disc is going left as well. Mid-range, 5.304. Okay, and the last one of them all, we got the MIDI. It's a 5.503, kind of like a Buzz OS, pretty flat on top. And yeah, that's basically all the Lone Star we got in stock. Head over to foundationdisc.com, check them out.
Now we are over here looking at some of my favorite things in the world, and that is accessories. What is life if you don't have ways to accessorize it? That's right. And are you tired of drinking water out of puddles and water fountains and all those different public sources of water that are stupid? Well, instead, drink it out of a water bottle like a sane person. And while you're buying a water bottle, go ahead and buy a Foundation one, because we have the Foundation bar stamp here. Classic Foundation logo right here. And these are great water bottles. These are just classic plastic water bottles that will work perfectly fine. I guarantee you will have no issues with this water bottle, because it's a plastic water bottle and you can't have any issues with it. And you need to drink more water anyway, whoever you are. I think you need to hear that. And then we have probably one of the most fun ways that you can modify disc golf, and that is Ripped Revenge. That's right. You guys, I'm sure, have heard about it at this point. We've played Ripped Revenge so many times on our channel, and this really is a really fun way to excite disc golf, as if disc golf really needs to be hyped up anymore. But if you're playing with friends who you know that you're a lot better than, or you know they're a lot better than you, and you really want to have a way for you guys just to go out there and, you know, you're not just slowing down the group or not worrying about a new guy having to slow down the group or anything, just go out there and play Ripped Revenge. All of you will have an equal amount of fun, and you can still throw cool disc golf shots, but you also every once in a while might have to throw lefty, or throw a mini, or do something like that. It's just a really fun disc golf card game that makes the game of disc golf so much more exciting. If you have a day where you just want to go out with friends and play a weird game, but you still want to play disc golf, Ripped Revenge is the way to go. Okay, thank you guys so much for checking out all this stuff. As you see, we've got a lot of stuff going on right now at foundationdisc.com. So if you want to pick up any of these things and much, much more, go over to foundationdisc.com and pick it up. We will see you guys next week.